Welcome, this is Cheap Shot Cinema. Haven't been around for a while, but we're back! So exciting. I am Zach. To my left is...
Soup.
You'll see it on the right side, actually, but to my other left, my actual right is...
Darren or DQ?
It's DQ. Just don't be modest,
Or
Darren.
whatever we call him.
I don't want to be professional a little bit.
I don't have
Okay.
a good nickname.
Just because
Yeah.
Anyways,
we should just call you
what'd
Junior.
you call me
We'll
for
work
a
on it.
while that I hated?
Junior?
I don't think that was it.
That was. I
And it's not a good
think
nickname.
it was
No,
Junior.
no.
It was your idea, Soup.
There's no way that was my idea.
100%.
I would
no
have.
way that was
I'd come
Soup's
up with a
idea.
good nickname.
Okay, we'll come up with one for next time.
All right, so it is. What's the date today, guys? It's the 20th.
It's
May
20th.
20th,
May
2017.
of May.
As,
Yeah.
Is this
as
how
opposed
this
to
is
the May 20th of another month.
This is how this is gonna go. All right, so being that it's May 20th, what's the movie? Alien. That's the one we're reviewing today.
Covenant.
Alien Covenant. Alien came out like 40 years ago. Sigourney Weaver, she was awesome, right, guys? Right? No. Okay.
No.
No.
She's okay.
She's just.
No disrespect. She's,
You're a
All
big
right.
fan of
Anyways, we
Ripley?
are going to review Alien Covenant. I'm probably going to complain about Prometheus at some point in time and how everybody hated it. And I was like,
that's
oh my gosh,
that's not true at all.
you didn't hate it.
I don't. I know. You're the.
I
you're-
didn't hate it. I just didn't
You're
love
the
it.
only one I
love
know
it.
that hated it.
Did you like it, Zach?
I didn't hate it.
Oh, I thought you
You
said
didn't?
you did.
Oh, I
No.
thought you did.
Oh.
This is
okay.
this is what I'm going to complain about.
Oh,
That
okay.
so many people do.
Oh, then we're gonna be on the
I
same
don't think
page.
they
there.
just, they just didn't get it.
dislike it.
So
There's
we'll
that,
find stuff
though,
to
yeah.
fight about.
There's
It just
so
won't be
many
that.
holes. Yes, Prometheus
Yeah.
was like the standard of how not to run away from things, but other than that, it was okay.
Not
Just
good end.
I've never heard it put like
good
that, but that's
answer.
good.
anyways, so we're gonna get into Covenant. I saw it opening night. You guys saw it like
The
the
next
night
day.
after
Last
on
night.
Friday when
So
it
we can talk
technically
about it
came out.
now.
Yeah.
So, general overall reviews. What did you guys think? Soup hated it. I know
I-
he did.
I didn't. Well, we'll get to that. You first.
You want me to go? Okay.
DQ, yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't Aliens good, but it was all right. It was kind of
Aliens good.
Aliens
That's
the
what a
second
lot
one.
of people
No,
think
I'm
that's
just
the best
saying,
one.
like, not very many movies are aliens good, Darren.
It was an alien movie.
You
It
guys
wasn't
need to
that good.
temper your
You're,
expectations.
you're derailing his review.
Yeah,
You
whatever.
let me talk for at least.
It's my show.
Can you
Yeah,
just let me
and
talk
your
for a little
review's
bit? You jumped on my throat and I didn't say anything. Oh my god. No, it was okay.
Okay, sorry.
Focus.
Continue.
So focus.
I mean,
Woosah.
are you done?
Yes.
Are you done? We're
No.
waiting on you.
It was. I mean, it was kind of. Oh, I didn't really care about any of the characters. I was like, okay, yeah, they're there. Let's go check out this other planet. Cool. Oh, there's Alien. Oh, and then there's David. That's awesome. The end.
Oh, by the way, spoilers.
yes.
there's gonna be
This
spoilers.
is very
yes,
spoiler filled.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna
already.
write it down on the
He'd like a
in the post as
5.
well, and
Yeah.
so you guys will know before now. But he didn't really get into spoilers, but
a little. Oh,
yeah,
not
there's
too
gonna
much.
be major spoilers.
Yeah.
Or was
That
that
was pretty
it
much
for
it,
you?
yeah.
There was David, and then
Great
there's other
in-depth
things.
review,
In
Darren.
depth.
Man,
I don't want to give it too many details for people who
I'm
haven't
gonna
seen it.
refer you
So.
to the Star Tribune. Like,
Can you tell Claudia I'm ready for a job?
You can write the back of the DVD box. Blu-ray. Sorry.
DVD. How old are you?
Seriously.
All right.
Remember VHS?
So, Soup, what'd you think about it?
I didn't hate it. I guess you could say. Like I was just kind of let down that it was just kind of the same thing over and over. Since we said we're going spoilers here. I just thought they didn't really break the mold of it's just people on a ship come across a planet. Let's land there. No, we shouldn't land there. They go down there. Let's walk around. Oh, somebody's infected. Oh, there's an alien. We better get back to the ship. Oh, they get on the ship. The alien's on the ship. We gotta get rid of it. Let's blow it out of the loading dock. Okay, and then boom, the movie. And this is the same thing over and over. So it wasn't a poorly made. It was very well made and it looked really good.
Look good.
But it didn't advance the story from Prometheus at all. I thought, which I thought
A
was
little bit.
right, a very little bit, and I thought it was kind of weak what they did. Because the whole thing was, I kind of want to know like what's going on with the engineers. That's what was different about Prometheus.
Yep.
Was they're supposed to be explaining a lot of like what's going on and how this all started, and they gave us a little taste of the engineers, but they didn't really tell us anything. So I thought we were gonna get more of that in this one. And really, halfway through, you get one flashback that's basically just David killing them all, and that's it.
Yeah,
And then
pretty much.
right back to the rest of the movie, and that was it. So
Hey, you all gonna die.
So they didn't. We still never learned anything about them. Why they created? Well, if they did create humanity, they would never explain why they did that. They never explained why they wanted to take us out and kill us all off. It was like they didn't touch on any of that. And then the progression of this story was just David was hiding out in this cave, and he just was
David.
tweaking with different things, and all of a sudden they turned into the xenomorph race that we know and love. I thought it was very poorly explained, and you just kind of have to like just go with it. That like, all right, well, but
I do have a problem with that aspect of it, just because of what we've known previously about the movie, and we can get into that later. So my point is, I actually agree with you on points. Is like the ship aspect of it, the final scene felt very reminiscent of actually Aliens to me. Of obviously it's not exactly the same. I mean, that would just be dumb, but that's what
and
it
the first
felt
Alien
like to me.
was the same.
Yeah.
How many times are you gonna blow an alien out of an airlock?
You know, in Aliens, Ripley, yeah. Well, exactly. Blow him out of the airlock in the first one. In the second one, Ripley fights it with heavy machinery. And so let's put both of those together.
Yeah.
And again, heavy machinery plus
everything just felt
airlock,
rehashed. Like it's everything they did. It's like we've seen this before. Like
So-
nothing
We know
was,
what
nothing
makes us
was new.
do it again.
So going back to Darren's, we'll break this down a little bit further. Of like,
Okay.
what?
Okay.
You gonna say something? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna continue then.
All right, you do that.
Please do.
All right, so the acting and the characters, like, there was way more than I thought there was going to be, but that's kind of the point, I guess, of like, there was 4 characters that you cared anything at all about and that were developed at all. And then there was 2 more, I would say 3 more that were kind of hashed out. And then you have all these other people, like 10 other people that you don't care at all
They're
about.
disposable.
Yeah,
There
they're
for
very
whatever.
much disposable. So, like the first 2 guys that get infected, like you know
yeah,
nothing
cool.
about them. Nothing.
I had no idea. Like, oh, those guys are infected.
and
That's cool.
and then you got Billy Crudup, his character, the captain. Like I thought
Yeah.
he did a good job. You know, he wasn't a good leader, but I thought the acting was good.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. That was
Yeah.
probably one of the better parts
like
of the
him
movie.
and Daniels were the only 2 that I actually cared about.
Yeah.
And Tennessee a little bit, because
Yeah,
liked
it was a
Danny
little
McBride
different.
in a
Yeah.
serious role. That was cool.
was
I
kinda
thought.
cool to see. He was-
and
And I
then-
thought he was really good at
yeah,
it,
he was really good.
which was surprising.
Well, obviously,
good acting.
Michael Fassbender. Fassbender.
Fassbender.
Fassbender. Sorry, my bad. He stole the show, just like in Prometheus, and he was even better this time around because I felt like Walter was actually more robotic, and he was meant to be. And that was a kind of a cool twist of like, yeah, your version actually was too human. It started weirding people out, so we toned it back a bit.
Right.
Like that was
Right.
that was a cool little plot. How'd you guys feel about the main girl, Catherine Watterson? I remember her
Daniels.
name. Daniels.
Yeah, she was alright. She's the one that actually developed a little bit, the character.
Yeah.
But she's good acting. I didn't mind it.
She was fine. It's just nothing
Same
really. Like I said, I never really cared about her that much, and she kind of felt like a discount Ripley. Like they're trying to get that same character going,
Which is kind of hard.
but
do.
I don't know. But like we didn't get, like you said, we didn't get a ton of character development in this
Yeah.
movie for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they hash out a few things a little bit, but it was more like who's married to who, and
Yeah.
that was really
It's just
all
like,
they
I
really
love
got
you.
into for
They love each other.
so
like,
that
that's
like
all
when
the motivation
people
you need.
so when people did die off, there was supposed to have like some power to it because it was
Yeah,
affecting
somebody
that
else.
character.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's a
yeah.
good strategy, I guess, but it wasn't like
I never
a great
cared about any of them,
strategy.
Right.
so like
Okay.
I think it was kind of lost on the audience a little bit. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked her. I think she did fine in the role. Coworker Drew, you guys have met Drew.
Yep.
He talked about how like it annoyed him that she was kind of badass, but at the same time she was always just like a nervous wreck. It seemed to be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
emotionally.
like those don't really go hand in hand. But it's like it didn't bother me. Like you can have that. I guess it's kind of like one of those things. Do your duty. Like even though you might be wetting yourself, like you need to go kill this alien because there's what, 1,500 people aboard this ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. Like, I know it was a colony ship, but like the idea that you have all these other people just kind of in the background was an interesting tidbit to me. But it wasn't. Again,
it gave bigger magnitude to like the decisions they're making
yeah.
and things that they're doing. But again, since you never really know anybody else involved in that, I don't know.
Right.
I see what they're going for, but it just like a lot of it just didn't hit home for me.
So yeah,
But-
the story. I feel like in even roommate David, different David in the movie.
Other David.
Other David is the roommate. He talked about. I think you had mentioned to him that you were kind of disappointed that it wasn't more of like a Prometheus 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Which was what they totally pitched it as for a long time.
for a long time, but as soon as that first trailer dropped, I knew it. So my expectations were never there of like, this is Prometheus 2. I figured we would get a bit, which we did. And just the way they went, there's not really much for story there. They got to the planet, they killed everyone on the planet, and like, that was it.
Well, the big cliffhanger of that movie, though, was that they're going to find the engineers and they're
Yeah.
going to like get answers
Right.
and find out who they are. And they just
I still think
threw all that in the garbage.
I referenced this earlier, but I still think that's a possibility, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we're still getting cliffhangers, and the end of this movie was, I don't think I was surprised by the ending of the movie. I was annoyed, but it was not, I was annoyed because I was mad at how it ended. It was just like, you didn't really get any resolution at all.
None. Like there was
no resolution.
There was zero advancement of the story. It was just a total different.
So
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if this was actually the case because I wasn't around when the original Alien came out, but I've read things and I've heard things that the original Alien story wasn't that beloved when it first came out because a lot of people at that time were like, there's plot holes and they're leaving all these loose ends, and it took a second movie to really bring it together. And we got some things that people were like, loose ends about Prometheus that got resolved now in Alien Covenant, specifically with David and his motivations and like why he was doing stuff. Like, you know, everybody was always wondering like, why'd he put that little bit in the glass and give it to what's his face in Prometheus? You know?
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of some corny stuff that I didn't like in the new one. If we can shove that. So
Please continue.
when the first true xenomorph is born, and David's standing there, and he just looks at it, and he goes like, he raises his arms, and then little baby alien stands up and looks at him and puts its arm. I was like, "Are you kidding?" No, oh my gosh, that was really bad.
Like, we have a connection. It's
And
like the xenomorphs implant on the first person they see. They're like birds.
yeah, and what was the other weird alien that was first running around when he
Yeah.
meets up with it in the cave, and he's just like breathing in its face?
Yeah.
And that
We had a
like they're
connection.
connecting and bonding. It was just weird, and I didn't get it. And
There
that was
were
just-
there were a lot of weird parts.
There were
with
some really
David.
weird, yeah.
Like him kissing himself. Like, that was weird, man.
He was kissing Walter.
Yeah, but he's,
but it's him.
it's
yeah,
he's kissing
the
himself.
same. Yeah.
Well, obviously Michael Fassbender can't kiss himself, so I don't know how they did that.
It's called a stand-in.
It's some kind of technology that I'm not familiar with,
Yeah.
movie magic.
but it was still weird.
Yeah.
Plus that. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I felt like they drug out a lot of stuff that didn't need to
Unnecessarily.
be drug out. Like the portion where right in the beginning where Danny McBride Tennessee first receives the signal. It's like you couldn't have found another way around doing that than having him go outside of the ship and pick up the signal.
Right.
Like, oh, we had our
Oh, that was
signal
another thing.
shields up or something like that. Well, write that out. It's like, we didn't have signal shields. We're picking up a signal. Like, that feels unnecessary.
And when the ship's telling him like you can't get close to this hurricane, it's gonna kill you. And he's
Yeah.
like, nope, we're doing it. And then like the other people
There's
on the ship are telling
1,400
him,
people.
nope, we can't do this. And then he's like, come on, let's do it. And like,
do it.
okay.
Exactly the word.
Okay.
All right.
Override. Let's do this.
All right, Danny McBride.
There was just a lot of stuff like that. That was just kind of like insulting.
Another thing that really actually bothered me was they showed all these clips in the trailers, and when we got towards the end of the movie, I'm thinking to myself, I haven't seen like 3 clips
Yep.
from the trailer, so I know they're coming now. And so it took the shower scene right out of it for
Yep.
me. like the shower. I'm like, yep. shower scene.
And when it's attacking the ship and like breaking the glass and like all that stuff,
like,
they're
in the
showing you
trailer,
the
like,
climax of the movie. In
Yeah.
In the
The
trailer.
only part that that wasn't heavily action based that we didn't really see in the trailers was the two backbursters or the two initial
Yeah.
ones. Like that was actually pretty cool when the one swings around and like takes the face off the one guy. That was pretty awesome. But
the one that just came out of his mouth,
yeah,
like they all kind of.
and I'm just sitting there, shoot. You don't just, oh, it's a baby, we should raise it. No, shoot it. Step on its face. That irritated me.
There's a
'cause
lot of silly stuff. And there's some weird choices made in that.
I mean, definitely. I don't want people to get out of this like, don't go see it, don't waste your money. I think it's worth seeing. I liked it. This is the problem.
Just don't get your expectations too high.
It's way easier to bash on a movie than it is to like build it up.
Yeah.
Like I can bash on even the best movies in the kind of just stupid lines and things like that.
Yeah.
I guess for me, just to wrap this movie up is just if you liked any of the Alien movies, you're gonna like this movie.
Agreed.
But they didn't reinvent the wheel. You've seen all this stuff before.
It's like, hey, this works. Let's do it all
But
over again.
If
Sounds
you like
great.
Alien, you'll like Alien Covenant. But
Yeah.
but it's not going to change your life, and it's not really as a Prometheus sequel.
It's not a Prometheus.
It's
It's
not, a
not
Prometheus
really.
sequel.
No,
Yeah,
not
that's the
even
thing.
close.
That was to me that was the most disappointing part. Was
Yeah.
this just another Alien movie? And
I
it wasn't a
was
sequel.
happy to get some sort of resolution with them, and you gotta assume, like, okay, if they're going around, and if they created Earth, there's gotta be other planets with
Right.
them living on it. So I really do think we're eventually going to have more of an interaction with them. It's very interesting to see like what's with what happened at the end of the movie. Like that's going to be really interesting to see. I hope they don't just cop out again like they did from Aliens to Alien 3 and just people died while they're in hypersleep.
Which is what they did basically with Elizabeth Shaw in this movie.
yeah.
She's not in it, and like, they'll find out at the end. Oh, she's just dead.
Yeah.
And that was it. There was
All right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
What did you do? Oh, she's gone.
They just
Yeah,
kind of threw
and
that
I like
threw that in the
like,
trash.
cameo that James Franco's in it for like
Yeah,
a minute.
if that.
And he's not
If
even
that.
actually in the movie. He's on a recording on a phone in the movie.
Well, even I
So-
told him
Yeah.
right after that when that opening scene happened, because when he's sitting in the,
pod
the
or whatever,
chamber
yeah.
thing, whatever, I was thinking like, damn, that looks a lot like James
Yeah.
Franco.
Yeah.
But he's got like the thing on, so you can't
Yeah.
really see it. But plus, you're like, there's no way that's James Franco. And
Right.
then
See,
you get that clip.
Yeah.
where-
I knew it was
there he
James
is.
Franco because they released 2 featurettes before the movie came out. One of the crew before they go into cryo or hypersleep or
What-
whatever
yeah.
you call it.
Sleepy time.
And Franco's the captain, and they all kind of like cheers to each other and stuff like that, and they're having a drink. And then there was another one, which this one kind of actually annoys me after the fact because it showed David kind of standing over the planet with canisters all collecting, ready to drop. And so I was like, well, just that
kind of a big
that
spoiler.
to me was like a really
Spoiler.
big part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like
Keep that under wraps.
a major part of the movie. And so yeah, kind of
Maybe you shouldn't
screwed.
watch those things anymore.
Yeah, it was like the only part that tied it to the first movie.
all right.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay, so we've spent a good amount of time bashing this movie. What did you guys actually like about it, if anything?
I thought it looked amazing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the special effects
Production
were
value
insane.
was great. You know, the
Yeah.
alien looked really cool, but that was about it.
I thought all the acting was pretty well
They
done.
did, yeah.
yeah,
they-
like I
I'll
said,
give that too.
there was like 5. Well, it's not 5 actors. There's like 5 characters that
Right,
are
right.
pretty solid, and then everybody else is
Kinda
completely
just-
disposable.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but the main people, I thought all like they did what they needed to do.
yeah.
Like I never
They
thought
did
there was
their
any
job.
poor performances. Like I bought it on everything they're doing. It's just
Yeah, that's the thing is like I try to think about like, oh, how do I like the editing? And it's just like when I watch a movie for the first time, I'm not really paying attention that closely to the editing. So I don't
Acting
or
comes
like
first.
how was the composition and stuff
Right.
like that. I don't remember.
Even
How
though-
was the cinematography?
yeah, a lot of the scenery I thought was
the
really
scenery-
Actually, I would say
well
the
shot.
cinematography was pretty good.
yeah.
I will, but like,
And that's the thing is that was one of those movies where I wonder how much of it was CGI because like the
And how
forest
much
and,
it was
stuff
real.
like that.
yeah,
I'm assuming they did.
I'm sure a lot of it was CGI.
Do
And
some-
the
and,
lakes
yeah.
and all that stuff.
lakes
When
and-
they're flying over.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to look into. Anyways, I mean, I say definitely go see it if you haven't seen it, and agreed with Soup. If you're a fan of sci-fi genre, or specifically the Alien movies in general, it is... I don't know where I'd rank it in regard. It's definitely better than 4.
Well,
Yes.
every movie ever made is better than 4.
A barnyard explosion is better
That's
than 4.
maybe the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Were we gonna rank them?
We can. That's last.
We can do that another time.
4's last.
4.
I'm just gonna do
like
it quickly.
I like 3
Aliens
more
is
than
the
other
best.
people.
Are we counting Alien versus Predators?
No.
Those films?
No.
Nope.
Okay. So let's
No,
make
I don't
sure.
think they're canon in that.
I don't think there's kind of whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they're canon.
Ugh.
Aliens is the best.
Aliens, the second one.
I like 3, but I know I'm in the minority.
I like the.
I haven't seen 3. Has been the long.
It's been
I
so
have
long since
seen
I've seen
4 more recently than 3.
Yeah, it's been a long time
So,
since I've
it's-
seen 3.
I remember not liking 3 that much because I felt like it was basically a carbon copy of 1. Just
There's
in
similarities,
a
but
space prison instead of
I thought it was
a
like
spaceship.
I thought it was like basically the first one, but higher budget and a bigger space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also did I like the ending, and I like a lot of the undertone. Well, just like the character development, like how many people like their character shines through and they overcome. Like you think there's these dirtball prisoners, and like some of them really step up and show
Yeah.
that they're good people.
Not all prisoners
Yeah.
are dirtballs.
So
Nope.
That's
there's
the
some
moral
cool
of that
angles
story.
there. Yeah, there was. Yeah, so. But the first one I think is
Okay.
it's a classic, but it doesn't hold up that well.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. I told somebody that the other day. It's like, if you haven't seen the original
And if
Aliens
you watch it
movies,
today,
it's not
it's
that
not-
it's not good anymore. It's just, I think anybody who knows movies is expecting it to be like
Like it
scary.
just- yeah.
But because you expect it to be scary, it's no longer scary.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you go into it and you're just like, hey, an alien. Cool. Cool. That guy's gonna die.
Until stuff starts happening.
If you know
Then you're
what
like, oh
happens
my
to
gosh,
John Hurt
Yeah, exactly.
going into it, you're not going to be like, oh, this is whoa. You're
Yeah,
gonna be like, oh, that's
why,
cool.
That's why
That
I
happened.
think Aliens is better because it still holds up as a solid action
Yes,
movie
agreed.
today and just
Yeah.
a general good sci-fi movie.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah.
Then
I'm trying to think.
Prometheus, that was a solid.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I like
You watch it
Prometheus.
again.
I think I like Covenant slightly more than Prometheus myself.
And I go the other way, but
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then 4 is just a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
Watch 4.
Don't
Don't. Just so you can laugh at it, mostly. Like if you
Watch
just
it.
if you just want
You
a
never
good
need to
laugh
watch that movie ever.
and just to be weirded out at certain points in the movie as well.
Watch it with a bunch of people and laugh at it. Do that.
So, yeah, I guess
That
that's pretty
that
much gonna
derailed it.
wrap it up.
Yep. That's how it
Unless
as
was.
soon
you
as you
guys
talk
wanna
Alien
talk
4,
about-
it's over.
Yeah,
That's
it's over. Unless you guys, do you have any?
Should we do a
I
quick
should say,
stars review of Alien Covenant? How many stars out of 5 should we give it?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
I'll give it like 3.5.
Yeah, that's about right.
Why don't we just do
I'd-
10 if you're gonna give it 3.5
Yeah.
and give it a
Yeah,
7?
I like
Darren.
10 better.
Yeah,
Well,
8.
fine. 7.5 then.
You jerk. You're the worst.
You want up to 10. Don't blame me.
I'd give it maybe like a 6. I mean,
Okay.
with 5
The
being
funny
5
thing
being
is, like,
average,
I
I'd give it
would
like a 6.
never rate I've never seen a movie I'd rate below a 5, so I don't know why I give it.
Well, then you have a different. Yeah,
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
5 is
Review,
the
yeah.
average.
5's
the
the middle
middle.
if you're doing
So
10.
That's the thing. 5 below 5 is like starting to become unwatchable, and like 1 is basically
to me, like
I
1,
wanna
yeah,
gouge
one
my
is
one
eyes
and
out.
2 are
unwatchable.
like unwatchable for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And then 0 is like Alien
Yeah,
4.
thanks Netflix, you took away my star rating. Now I just got thumbs up and thumbs down.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's not good enough. I need a range.
Okay, enough rambling.
I do like the percentage though of like how much. I'm sorry, I'm off
Okay.
topic.
I can't stop thinking about Alien 4.
All right. That's our review of Alien Covenant. Tune in next time.
Hey,
That was weird.
This
This isn't your
not-
show. Don't do that.
No. That's
Stay-
our review of Alien
Stay
Covenant.
in your lane.
Tune in next time. Actually, this is Cheap Shot Cinema. Again, Zach, Darren, Soup. Like and subscribe below if you're at all interested in what we're talking about in our general rambling. We're going to be doing some more videos here as well, so they'll probably be over on this side. This side, I think. Or it might be the next thing up. I don't know. Anyways, that's going to do it for us. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.